Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 18th episode of Seto no Hanayome. And last episode we had our focus on Omawari-san. She got things pretty riled up, but also kind of did some self-reflection and mellowed out a bit by the end of the episode. And also the mother got some good screen time as well, so that was pretty cool. Now this episode we'll see what we're gonna get, so let's jump on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Fair enough. Okay. Probably shouldn't do that, Sensei. He's just honest. Oh, we're having a field trip. Okay, that could be a lot of fun. Don't do that ever again. I think I can hear my cat snoring over there. Could we go on a field trip to the beach? Because that would be ideal. Probably not. Bum 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 bum. Ba 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 ba. So our title? Gate of Gate of Flesh. Okay, I mean, there's one place my mind went to when I heard that. I guess we'll see what it really means. Hey, Kyoto, that's a classic field trip spot. Hey, Kiyomizu, I remember that being mentioned in Yuri Yuri. I remember that place. Are you not excited about the trip? Uh, can I help you with something? Maybe with your flesh gate? If you have any flesh gate related issues, I will be glad to help. Oh, right. I guess that would be an issue. I'd have to bathe alone. Please don't write notes. Yeah, you don't get a break from it. Maki. I guess she's coming too. Fine, that's fine. Will you guard her flesh gate, though? Oh! Oh! That one hit. A doll. Yeah, really not. Oh my god. You're leaking a lot of, blood. I'm gonna do something about that. I'm not sure that's what that was about. I mean, it's true, but she kind of... the way she phrased it implies something different. That was some really unsettling, echoing background laughter. Someone's talking to you. Oh. He's got a lot going on, as usual. I guess she's excited. So, yeah. If only you knew the troubles of this man. You just have that with you? That much? Okay. That's, friendly. I mean, I'm seeing some love right now. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Omo audience like such a good mood. It's actually kind of nice to see. She's so uptight so often. And it's unfortunate she doesn't come. Nothing at all. Cruel fate. You know, I often like to prefer to say the Japanese words for things, but Shugaku Ryoku, whatever, that's just so much harder to say than field trip that I just prefer to say field trip. Most likely. Yeah, he's pretty excited too about the trip. It's good to see. I'm not sure you're supposed to be up there. You're setting a bad example for the kids. Please get down. Yeah, we're definitely in Kyoto. Yeah, really wish I could go someday. I don't trust it. That's a pretty nice outfit. Yeah, seriously, she's looking pretty good. My god, that pose. I want to go back to that picture later. That was great. 10 out of 10. I'm not sure which pose is my favorite, but Sans are definitely up there. Glad to see you two having fun, and you just fell. I mean, the suit should protect one of them. He was not so lucky. I mean, this kind of looks like shit into his element. For her environment. Yeah? Yeah, she's kind of busy. So yeah, she can smile too. What a revelation. He wouldn't do that. Is that Maki? Is she gonna do a surprise attack? Yeah, good thing he has that. Sniper discovered. Yeah, because we haven't actually seen her wet, have we? Oh my god, some got on her. Are we gonna see a transformation or not? Bit of a cleavage shot there. She probably just putting on a brave face. Yeah. Oh, okay, so she's like just barely holding on and just damn that ass. Take her somewhere private, I would assume. I do want to see her true form, but is she just getting soaked and really soaked? Might wanna get those off before you catch a cold. Yeah, gather an audience, that's not good. That is not what happened. Boy, you think he would just get her soaked on purpose? He wouldn't do that. Yeah, it's gotta be pretty rough for her. Yeah, bullying Shiranui is not okay. I'm gonna give her a spanking. You know, like one finger. She knows what she's in for. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to tell Yakuza what he can and can't do. She can, though. That's what she is here for. So was she able to just hold on the whole time, avoid transforming? A little bit disappointing. We didn't get to see it. Cannibalism. I didn't know fish rode bikes, okay. The fish faces just look so dopey. Try to take it seriously. Yeah, that sounded like a death flag. I mean, that was the joke, but... Senpai, you were delicious. I'm pretty sure they are. Why do we eat though? Oh, that is a lot of rice. Think you have enough there? She was thoroughly punished. She wouldn't do that. I know I said that a lot this episode. Looking out for her husband. She actually got through all that once more. I mean, you didn't do that. It was all Maki's fault. Please don't hug me while we're naked, dude. Please don't. We'll leave this sort of activities for the female side. I mean, this is Sadu. This is... It is... Everyone glued to that wall. Yeah, she actually is quite big. Bigger than I thought. It's clearly been far too long. That's not the Seto she meant. Maybe it could be. please do. Yeah, Mawari's been kind of weird this whole trip. Not that I'm complaining. Yeah, this is what they came for. Gotta break that wall, guys. Let's calm down a bit. that you can be whispering, they'll probably still hear you right now. Oh no. Are you gonna bathe in that? Just like poke a hole in it for water to leak in. You're just such a weirdo. I mean, that suit would protect you from the heat pretty well. I mean, you can't shampoo a helmet. I guess Mawari had her fill. Yeah, please don't assassinate the examiner. Oh? Test the resolve? Unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. Honestly, this girl is supposed to be like the disciplinary girl. Oh, are we interrupting something over here? I mean, that looks pretty suggestive. Jeez. Let's get a closer look, guys. I mean, Mawari, you have no room to talk. You were doing something similar not too long ago. Oh, I mean, I mean, it really is not too surprising. But yeah, I mean, girl relationships, we can leave them be. What? Okay. A chance to see Shiranui naked. I'll take that. I'll go in first. We need to get the camera in there, at the very least. Yeah, whether it be girl on girl or mermaid on human. There's nothing impure about this. Yuri is the purest form of love. I don't know if you heard, but it truly is. Oh. Well, we swerved into a different direction here. I kind of sounded like it. Did she just orgasm or? Okay, no, she just penetrated. Okay, or maybe both. Yeah, you can't focus on anything else when you hear that in the background. Wow. Okay, that is more than I expected. That is more than I could hope for. Honestly, I mean, there's really no misunderstanding that. But damn, yeah, that seriously was a lot more than I expected to see. I'm so glad we rushed in there. I mean, yeah, obviously there was training, mermaid training going on there, but still. can we go back in there now? Because I'm going back to that part later, I can tell you that. Oh wow, she is on all four. Damn, that's hot. Yeah, he came in at the right moment. That smile. I mean, these should be standing firm right about now. I have lots of hope right now. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Given a possible way out. A chance to show him if he truly loves her. Yeah. Our cool protagonist, Nagasumi. They were always meant for each other. I mean, I think we can still be friends. Yeah, that smile's pretty Italian. The petals. And ED? No. The, It was an eventful day. Boy, was it an eventful day. Red eyes soda. She could certainly use them. And now the ED. Now the ED. Yeah, that was a really exciting episode. I had a lot of fun with this one. Unfortunately, Luna wasn't there, but oh well. I do like how, like her, chibi animation is the writing, because that is kind of like one of her signature things. Okay, that was the 18th episode of Seto no Hanayome, and this was a top tier episode for sure, because we had our field trip, which is always a lot of fun. It's a chance to take our characters to a new environment, have some new experiences, just have a great time, right? I mean, if you're a student and you're going to school a lot, there's nothing more exciting than actually going on a field trip, because it's the chance to get away from all the studies and stuff, which isn't super fun, and get to go to a place like Kyoto, which is actually a pretty common field trip location for anime. I mean, K-On! They did it. Yeah, I mean, Yuri, they went to Kyoto. I can't remember if it was on a field trip. I think it was. Yeah, it had to have been, right? But yeah, definitely Kyoto. It's a very common field trip spot in anime. Maybe in real life Japan, but the only basis I have is from anime, so that's what I got. So we went to Kyoto, got to see the sights. Everyone was actually pretty excited. Even Omawari, I don't know, I never seen her so excited. She's usually fairly, uptight, you know, blowing her whistle, rules. But even on the train went over there, she actually just seemed pretty, you know, pretty naughty, pretty excited. Like, she just having a great time. Like, she was just such a good move. She even, like, tackled, you know, the class rep a bit there. Looked fairly intimate, which is pretty nice. And then later in the episode, during the bath, she, you know, fondled her. So, yeah, they obviously are getting along pretty well. She's pretty friendly. So, that's all great to see. We also had a decent amount of Shiranui stuff in the episode. She's kind of alone for the most part because, I mean, she's got the whole Bancho thing going on, and she's a transfer student. She's much less approachable than, like, say, San and Luna are, so she doesn't really have a lot of friends, really, so Nagasumi kind of taking a bit pity on her to you know, to hang out with her. Unfortunately, we also had Maki trying to assassinate her, trying to take the easy way out of not failing an exam, but of course, San and Nagasumi, neither of them ordered that, neither of them approved of that, so we had to kind of deal with that, a little bit in the episode. But luckily, she actually was able to keep it together throughout getting wet, which is pretty cool. I mean, it makes sense. She's obviously this, like, samurai warrior, you know, official position kind of girl. So the fact that she can hold it in a bit better than anyone else makes a lot of sense, given her character. It was obviously a bit of a struggle, but she did it. She did it pretty well, which is kind of important because if she, you know, got wet, showed off her fish tail, that would be pretty bad considering her position of passing judgment on people who are not worthy to be on the open ground because of revealing their identity. So she had her identity revealed in a way where she was kind of like, you know, scolding San for earlier. There'd be some, you know, hypocrisy there. Her qualifications for her position would kind of come into question. So definitely important that she was able to keep that together. But it was definitely rough for sure. For sure. And we eventually did have our bath scene. And like just literally all the guys glued to that wall, which kind of makes sense because, you know, you hear some girls getting all touchy with each other, getting some hardcore skinship on the other side of that wall. You pay attention. You pay attention. And yeah, I honestly was almost expecting the wall to come down at some point because it had literally every guy up against it, you know, probably stabbing it with their third leg as well. So wouldn't surprise me if there was just like a bunch of walls in it by the end of that interaction. But another big thing in the episode was our training session between Seto and Shiranui. So I want to go back to where that began. I wanted to test Sanshan's breast as well. What a pity. I still can't believe this is our disciplinary girl. Just all of the molestation, just no problem for our disciplinary girl. Apparently, her standards are a bit odd. But yeah, they walked into the room. And yeah, first thing we see is we only see like half the body, you know, the lower half, the important half. And I assume Shiranui's on top. So we see the legs. We see Shiranui's leg or knee kind of like going in between San's legs. So very much looks very intimate as a result. Like this only really looks like one thing. And but we don't need to do it in a public bath. We'll just do it when no one is around. But anyway, you need to practice. I'll teach it straight to your body. Those two just kind of like getting really embarrassed over there. Are we really gonna do it? Yeah, that's don't be scared, I'll be gentle. I mean, I'll be gentle is one of the most stereotypical lines for these kind of misunderstanding sort of scenes. Because I'll be gentle can technically mean a lot of things, but it really only means one thing. You know. Yeah, that reaction to it was pretty funny. They got out of there, but things got really, really heated when we actually got to the bath itself. I mean, there actually wasn't as much eavesdropping as I thought there would be in the scene. It was kind of mostly just Nagasumi trying to distract her because he doesn't want her to see the mermaid transformation, which is what he was expecting. But she eventually got in there, and what did we see? Well, for one thing, I appreciate how just hard they went on the Yuri theme. We saw the Yuri, you know, the lilies, like all over the place. And it's like the dialogue itself said Yuri. And we saw these two just all over each other in the bath, you know, completely naked, arms around her, lots of blushing on both sides, just heavy breathing, everything you could expect for watching it, just walking into a lewd Yuri scene in the bath, right? And I think they were already talking about, you know, penetrating earlier anyway, so yeah, she was probably already in at that point, so it was probably San just kind of feeling all of that. Just, yeah. Moadi-san really was not ready for today, I would say. But then she throws water at them, which kind of complicated things. I'm just surprised how much they actually showed. Like, they showed pretty much like 90% of what they could have shown in that scene, which is what I was expecting about like 40%, so definitely past my expectations. But I think there was a shot where we briefly saw their tails. I want to try to find that, because I think there was. See if I can find it. I think it was right after they left. Yeah, we see, it was very brief, but we actually saw her purple tail, which is actually really cute. I like her purple tail. It wasn't the best shot of it because it was obviously in like in the background, and they were like partially in the water, so it wasn't the best shot of it. But at least we got to see what she looks like as a mermaid, which is cool. So, and that wasn't even the last of it, because we did like the last of like the you know, the nudity shots, because we got one more final shot when we came back to the changing room. We got Sun, who's like, you know, covering the important bits with a towel, but still in a pretty sexy pose regardless. And then we have Shiranui, who's like literally wearing nothing, and she's on like, you know, the hands and knees on all four position with her butt facing towards like the door. So you can, I mean, you know what Nagasumi saw as soon as he walked through that door. I mean, obviously the hair kind of covered the important bits, at least for us, but still, just that was a top tier pose. I mean, both the poses were great, and just in general, seeing the two most attractive girls in the show get to have their Yuri moments together, very satisfying episode on that basis. So, really great stuff. And we ended off with a kind of a nice conversation between Nagasumi and Shiranui. A bit of a chance to kind of like give a bit of a chance to have Nagasumi have a bit of an out, right? Because obviously the relationship his and San's began out of necessity, to save his life, but we got to this point where it's like, it's more voluntary, you know, he does care about her, he does want to see this thing through, even if there is another way to have lives saved, you know, he doesn't want out of this, so that's definitely important to get, so I'm glad we did. There's also a bit of a like false confession sort of thing between Nagasumi and Mawadi, so she's kind of dealing with that at night, which is pretty funny. So, yeah, very exciting episode. A lot of great lewdness, for sure. Like, a lot of skin shown this episode. More so than I could have possibly imagined. So, yeah, I'm glad I watched this episode. A very good one. So, we'll see what happens in the next episode next time. So, but this is it for now. If you like this video, I do hope you click that like button and support me on Patreon. Leave a comment if you have something you want to say. And just maybe you even watch more of my videos if you're feeling up to it. But, yeah, bye-bye.